Yo, what is up, our gamers out there? The name is Second Heat, and it's about time I finally did a bike build. So, for the summer event, if you guys did not know, I needed to get a Perspec Kawasaki, I believe this one is. Can't remember what this was. Oh, my bad. It's a Ducati. I'm sorry. A Ducati Monster 1200S. So, without further ado, we're gonna max level this out to level 40. Luckily, it doesn't cost that much. This is actually the first time I actually do a bike build, so I have no idea what to expect. I might, after this customization, I'm going to actually do the summit event that requires this just so I can get a ranking position. And after I do that off screen, I might even do a chase just to see how much time I have left. Then I'm going to try to max it out as much as I can, and then before the summer event ends, which is in about 15 hours, it said, I'm gonna try and really do well in the events. I want to really go for gold, or at least get as close as I can. So, without further ado, the color I'm gonna stick to red because red is my favorite color. So the seat, I don't know what it was before. Um, does I have no idea what it was because obviously my character's blocking, but that seat looks pretty dope, so I'll just keep that, I guess. For the front light, it doesn't look like we can actually do much, unfortunately, for the customization. Maybe it's just because of this bike. Is that a tiny little intercooler at the bottom? I don't know bikes, but I do know a bit about cars, just a bit, and that looks like it might be a tiny little intercooler. If so, that is actually pretty interesting. So I'm actually I'm gonna buy that light because that light looks nice. I like the black one. For the rear, let me see what it looks like before. Oh, it actually looks more sportish, so I definitely will keep that. Exhaust, visuals. Oh, we actually see. I wish they allowed this for cars. Like, yeah, I guess you can. I guess you can get all the exhaust changes with different bumpers, but I don't know. I just like the fact that I get to do this individually. But I think I might keep it stock because this at least comes with like duals on both sides, so it's like symmetrical. Yeah, that looks interesting. That is just like a single pipe. I like the dual pipe. The dual pipe looks a lot better to me. Wow, that is just way too white. Not being racist, but I just realized, do we even have red rims on other cars? I don't believe so. Whoa, they have a carbon fiber one? Oh my gosh, that was nice. Now, our stock one is just regular black rims. But it's either that or the carbon fiber. Oh my, I might get the carbon fiber just because I don't think we can get carbon fiber rims. That is freaking amazing. And then we can take off the mirrors, which isn't safe to do, but being that this is a video game, who cares? So it looks like that's all we can really. Oh wait, we can customize the driver. I think I might keep the driver the way how he is because I like the black look. Now I want the black helmet, but I don't exactly see a difference. So seeing as how these things cost a lot of money, jeez, why does it cost so much money? Freaking 90 grand? I do like the jacket though, so I will buy it, but there should be no reason why this should be so expensive. And I'm gonna buy the pants too. But jeez, I couldn't even, if I want to buy the helmet, I couldn't even do that anymore. Holy crap, that is a lot of money. But this is our Ducati. It was a Ducati, right? The Ducati monster. I believe it was a Ducati because I accidentally called it a Kawasaki before. This is a Ducati. Again, I don't know bikes, so this is I'm now entering, I guess you can say, a new realm, and it's just gonna be interesting. I have, however, test driven. I've test driven the Ninja. I'm talking about the game, not IRL. I probably would never get on a bike because I would most likely die. But I've test rode the Ninja bike and this one. And to be honest, and there's even IRL. I'm just more of a car guy person. I feel like cars just they just feel so much better to me. I feel a lot safer. Yeah, bikes are fast, they're quick, but to be honest, I just love my four wheelers. I love getting into a car. It just feels a lot better to me. And when it comes to a bike, I feel like I will die. Like there is no way I would ever be caught hitting 180 on a bike. Probably wouldn't hit 180 on a car, at least not any car that I've owned. I don't think they've even been able to reach that speed. But maybe if I was in a supercar, maybe you would see me hitting 180 at some point. In a bike, I'm gonna die. That's literally death to me. Now, that would have been death. That's literally death. Somehow I'm stuck. There we go. I love how in order for him to back up, he has to actually do that. So at least they have some of that realism. But no, that crash, that's literal death. And also, who to those who can freaking pull who are confident enough to do wheelies at like high speeds and bikes, I don't know how you guys do it. Like that's, oh my god, what just happened? Holy crap! Oh wow. So, oh yes. See, that's my fear. I don't want to do that. I feel like that's just straight death to me. And these things take off like crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna go to the summit area just so I can do the event. And I have a little one of the other reasons why bikes scare me is something my friend did. So I'm not gonna say what kind of bike he owns. Cause again, I don't know bikes and I can't remember it for the life of me. But it was a bike that it's a bike that he's borrowing from, it's within his family, but he doesn't exactly own it. But but his parents are allowing him to use it. And he was showing it to me and his other brother. And he says like, oh yeah, he knows how to ride and stuff. And his brother was telling him like, don't get too cocky. They call it whiskey throttling, which I had no idea what that term meant until he did it. So pretty much he was trying to show off to us, the bike. And I think what happened was like he released the clutch like too quickly and the bike jolted. Like he almost ran into one of the parked cars. And oh my gosh, he barely missed it and ran into like the front garden of their house, and we were dying that we just saw that. I was actually planning on recording him in the bike, but I just thought, nah, I wasn't gonna do that. And oh my gosh, I regret that because holy crap, that was like, that's one of those videos. That would have been one of those videos that would have probably gone viral, like especially if you clickbaited that. Which honestly, it wouldn't even be a clickbait because it literally happened. I would have put like stupid teen. Although no, I think he was 21. Yeah, he was 21 at the time. Could have put like stupid kid tries to show off in bike or it would have been something. It would have been some kind of fail video that somebody who like for a living on their YouTube, or maybe like America's Funniest Home Videos, if that's even still a thing, or like Tosh.0 would have picked up and just been like, oh, look at this stupid kid trying to show off, and then just like runs the bike into his front garden. Oh my gosh, he like broke off I think he bent one of the mirrors to the bike, and then probably damaged one of the either the headlights or the tail lights. I don't know. It wasn't like a significant damage, but he luckily he did come out okay. And for some, like, handling this bike is such a pain in the ass, but luckily he wasn't hurt or anything. Everything was perfectly fine. The bike just suffered like a little bit of damage, but nothing too serious. I don't think the parents even noticed. But oh my goodness, it was just a sight to see, and that's just something that, nobody else would be able to witness. It's just something that's just going to be forever engraved into my brain and my friend and his brother, who is also my friend. It's just going to be engraved to like all three of our brains that happened, and nobody else got to experience that. But it was like, from me seeing that, and also, that's not his first time even riding the bike. He's been riding the bike for like a few weeks to and from work and stuff. So that was like his first time actually screwing up, and it's funny because it did it in front of us. So, oh my gosh, it was like seeing that. It was like, that can happen literally at any point. You could be at an intersection and just waiting for the light to go green, and the moment it goes green, you could accidentally like jolt the bike, because that thing jolted very, very fast. Like, luckily none of us were even in his direction for him to hit us, because I don't think we would have been able to dodge it in time just because of how fast it jolted. But that's just begging to get into an accident. Like, I don't think driving a manual car would be the same. Like, I don't know, because you would pretty much just stall. I think it's like if you release the clutch too early, which I have yet to drive a manual car yet. My friend's, the one who whiskey throttled, his brother is supposed to be getting like a manual Scion TC, and he said that he'll let me practice driving a manual in that. So whenever he gets that, I hope to have that video done soon. But I believe it's like, if you just release the clutch, like, very quickly, you'll just stall and you'll have to restart the car. But for his case, I think it's because I'm not sure if it was because he released the clutch too early or he did something else, but he just jolted super fast, and gosh, it was hilarious to see. We busted out laughing that entire day. I think that was also the same day we were celebrating their birthday. But just remembering it now, it just blows my mind that I was able to witness a fail like that. Something that you would think that you would only see on like the internet. But that's pretty much my bike story. Luckily, it didn't happen to me, and that's one of the reasons why I would probably never ride a bike. But I'm just looking at the background and looking at this guy just drifting this bike off road. Again, one of the things that just shouldn't exist. But that's been everything. Let me know what kind of bike stories you have, whether it be something epic you did or a big fail you did. Let me know in the comments down below. I'm pretty sure we'll all have a good laugh. And yeah, till next time, this has been your boy taking heat. Gonna try to max this out and then come back and really try to get close to gold, because I'm quite a far ways to hitting that. But at least I'm in silver rank now. And yeah, till next time, this has been your boy taking heat, and I'm out. Peace. Make the ground shake.